Welcome to Legends, Lore, and Lies, the podcast where the line between the real and the unreal blurs into extraordinary. I'm your guide through the tangled woods of mystery and legend. Today we delve into the story of a creature as elusive as it is fearsome, a beast that prowls the north woods of Wisconsin, lurking in the realm of folklore and reality, the Hodag. Imagine a creature so bizarre it defies the ordinary. Born from the tales of lumberjacks and the genius of a prankster, the Hodag is a creature of spikes, fangs, and a growl that chills the spine. It was 1893 in the dense forest of Rhinelander, Wisconsin, that timber cruiser Gene Shepard first conjured this fearsome beast. Claiming to have captured the Hodag, a creature described with the head of a frog, the grinning face of a giant elephant, and the back of a dinosaur, a beast of folklore or a cryptid reality. The tales spun by Shepard captured the imaginations of many, drawing crowds to witness this spectacle. They surged to the county fairs, hoping for a glimpse of this Hodag. Shepard's knack for the dramatic and the outlandish brought this creature to life, turning it into a sensation that even caught the eye of the Smithsonian Institute. But the Hodag is more than just a figment of one man's imagination. It has burrowed its way into the heart of Rhinelander, becoming a symbol of the town, inspiring statues and festivals, and even showing up in the episodes of Scooby-Doo and in J.K. Rowling's Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. The Hodag, with its tongue-in-cheek charm, has become a cultural icon, embodying the spirit of the North Woods. As we explore the history, the legends, and the personal encounters with the Hodag, we tread the line between myth and reality. Was the Hodag a mere creation for amusement, or is there more to this than just a tale? Could the creature, said to be a blend of various animals and fear itself, still roam the deep, shadowy forests of Wisconsin? Stay tuned as we unravel the legend of the Hodag, a story that is as much part of Wisconsin as the dense forests and the clear, starry nights of the North Woods. As we wade deeper into the shadowy forests of folklore, let's turn the pages back to the late 19th century, to the birth of a legend, the Hodag. This tale begins not in the pages of a storybook, but in the rugged logging camps of northern Wisconsin, a land where the stories of Paul Bunyan and Babe, his blue ox, roamed as widely as the imagination of the men who fell the trees. In this land of tall tales and even taller trees, the Hodag was said to emerge from the ashes of a burnt ox, a creation born from the folklore of the Ojibwa people and the vivid imaginations of the lumberjacks. A creature so fearsome it's said to have fiery breath, 2 fierce horns, and a row of dangerous spikes spanning from head to tail. This monstrous being, weighing in at 300 pounds, was a nightmarish vision with sharp fangs, ready to devour bulldogs and oxen, sending chills down the spines of even the toughest lumberjacks. But the tale takes an intriguing turn when a man named Gene Shepard, a pioneer and timber cruiser from Rhinelander, Wisconsin. In 1896, Shepard claimed to have captured this mythical beast, a Hodag, no less, over 7 feet long and 30 inches tall, covered in bristly hair and spikes, with vice-like jaws that could crush anything in its path. The Hodag, as Shepard presented, had an odd preference for white bulldogs, indulging in this bizarre diet exclusively on Sundays. This astounding claim caught the attention far and wide, drawing thousands to the Oneida County Fair to witness this wonder. Shepard's Hodag was not just a static display. It moved, it growled, it captivated the audience with its lifelike demeanor. Little did the onlookers know they were witnessing a masterful act of puppetry, operated by strings in a clever hoax that would etch the Hodag into the annals of American folklore. Despite the revelation of the Hodag as a hoax, the legend persisted, growing in stature and mystery. Tales of the eerie sounds in the woods, of campers encountering large, unfamiliar footprints, and hunters spotting creatures with unmistakable features of the Hodag continued to fuel this legend. The Hodag transcended its origins, becoming a symbol of Rhinelander, finding its place as a mascot for the city and local schools, and inspiring statues, festivals, and even modern-day sightings. So, was the Hodag merely a figment of Shepard's imagination, a creation for amusement, or does it linger in the shadows of the North Woods, a reminder of a time when the line between reality and myth was as thin as the morning mist? As we continue our journey through the tale of the Hodag, keep an open mind, for in the world of folklore, truth and fiction dance a delicate waltz. In this segment of our podcast, we'll delve into the heart of our mysterious tale, the description of the Hodag, A mythical creature tied closely to the folklore of Rhinelander, Wisconsin, is a figure of intrigue and fear woven in the fabric of local legend. Picture this: a creature with the head of a frog and the grinning face of a giant elephant. Its body, a curious amalgamation of parts: thick, short legs armed with enormous claws, a back reminiscent of a dinosaur, and a long tail adorned with spear-like ends. Towering and imposing 7 feet in height and stretching 30 feet in length, the Hodag was an awe-inspiring sight to behold. But the Hodag wasn't just a fearsome figure. I'm looking back at that, and I saw that earlier, and I believe that got it wrong there. I think it was 7 feet in length and 30 inches tall, if I remember properly. Let's go back on track. But the Hodag wasn't just a fearsome figure. It was said to possess distinctive features that set it apart from any other mythical creature. Its eyes, a deep green, complemented its huge fangs and 2 horns sprouting from its temples. Some accounts even ascribe to the ability of breathing fire, adding to its formidable and terrifying presence. The origins of this creature are as fascinating as its description. According to folklore, the Hodag emerged from the ashes of cremated oxen, believed to be the incarnation of the animal's accumulated suffering. It first came to the public attention in the late 19th century, when Eugene Shepard, a land surveyor and logger from Rhinelander, claimed to have captured this beast. Shepard's tale of the Hodag included dramatic elements like using dynamite for its capture and exhibiting it at county fairs where it drew crowds eager to see this wondrous beast. But Shepard's story was not without twists. The Smithsonian Institution's interest in examining the Hodag led Shepard to admit that it was just all a clever hoax. Despite this revelation, the legend of the Hodag persisted, with continued reports of eerie sounds in the woods, unusual footprints at campsites, and even sightings of this elusive creature. Today, the Hodag's legacy endures in Rhinelander, celebrated in festivals and events, and embraced as a cultural icon. The city proudly proclaims itself as the home of the Hodag, with statues of this mythical beast adorning its streets. The Hodag represents more than just a creature of folklore. It symbolizes the spirit of Rhinelander and the mysteries that lurk in the Wisconsin woods. Now, let's look into the tale of Eugene Shepard and his infamous Hodag hoax. That's kind of neat to say, isn't it? Hodag hoax. A story that blends the lines between reality and folklore, forever imprinting the Hodag into the heart of Wisconsin cultural history. The year was 1893. Picture Eugene Shepard, a timber cruiser, walking into Rhinelander logging camp with a story that would soon captivate the nation. He claimed to have encountered a ferocious beast, the Hodag, describing it as a creature with spikes, sharp fangs, and a formidable presence. Shepard wasn't just a storyteller, he was a man of action. He led a group of lumbermen into the woods, supposedly using dynamite to capture the beast, and emerged with what he claimed were the charred remains of a Hodag. Shepard's story didn't end there, though. He was known for his eccentricities and pranks, such as his unique way of dealing with critters by pretending to be rabid. However, wait, does that actually work? I might have to try that sometime. However, the Hodag story was his masterpiece. In 1896, he made an even bolder claim, capturing a live Hodag. This creature was displayed at the Oneida County Fair. Is that where they make the silverware? Back on track. Where it moved and growled, astonishing thousands of viewers. Shepard cleverly used wires to manipulate the Hodag, creating a spectacle that was as believable as it was terrifying. This hoax continued for years, drawing in spectators from all over, and even catching the attention of the Smithsonian Institution. When scientists expressed their interest in examining the Hodag, Shepard was forced to admit the truth. The Hodag was just a fabrication. Despite this, the legend of the Hodag lived on, becoming an integral part of Rhinelander's identity. It's even a mascot for the local high school. Imagine a town where the line between legend and reality blurs, where a mythical beast becomes a symbol of pride. Well, that's Rhinelander for you, the official home of the Hodag. This creature, once a figment of a prankster's imagination, has grown to become a mascot not only for the city, but also for the high school. Statues of the Hodag with its fearsome yet playful demeanor lining the streets like guardians of the town's unique identity. The Hodag's influence doesn't stop at the city limits. It has leaped into the realms of popular culture, capturing the imagination of audiences far and wide. Do you know if this legendary creature made an appearance in an episode of Cartoon Network's Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated? Yes, the Hodag alongside Eugene Shepard tormented Scooby, Shaggy, and the rest of the gang in a thrilling episode. Even more fascinating is the Hodag's connection to the magical world of Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling included the Hodag in her renowned book, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, bringing this Northwoods legend to an international audience. But the spirit of the Hodag isn't confined to television screens or the pages of fantasy books. It's celebrated annually at the Hodag County Festival in Rhinelander, a vibrant event that attracts thousands of visitors. Here, music and folklore intertwine, creating an atmosphere where the legacy of the Hodag thrives. The legend of the Hodag, while rooted in Eugene Shepard's elaborate hoax, has grown to something much larger than Shepard himself could ever have imagined. It has become a symbol of Rhinelander's rich history, a testament to the power of storytelling, and a nod to the mysteries that were once thought to lurk in the Wisconsin woods. Now, let's venture into the realm of personal encounters and modern-day sightings, where the line between legend and reality becomes blurred. Our journey begins in the early 20th century amidst the dense forest surrounding Rhinelander. Here, the locals whispered of eerie sounds echoing through the night, not the usual cries of wildlife, but the low growls and mournful waves, believed by many to be the laments of the Hodag, haunting the woods in solitude. Fast forward to the mid-20th century, where a group of campers near Rhinelander experienced something uncanny. One night, their campfire was mysteriously extinguished by an unknown force. Upon investigation, they discovered large, unfamiliar footprints surrounding their campsite, an event quickly attributed to the mischievous nature of the elusive Hodag. Then, in the late 1970s, a local hunter reported a startling encounter. While tracking deer, he stumbled upon a creature with unmistakable features of the Hodag: spines, horns, and a powerful frame. As he approached, the creature vanished into the underbrush, leaving no evidence behind but a story to add to the Hodag's legend. Even in recent years, sightings of the Hodag continue to emerge, often from tourists or newcomers to Rhinelander. Descriptions of a strange, spiky creature near the forest woods fuels the flame of the ongoing fascination and mystery surrounding the animal. So is the Hodag merely a figment of imagination, a relic of a bygone prank, or does it still roam the North Woods, a mysterious guardian of the wilderness? While we may never know for sure, the tales of the Hodag continue to captivate the hearts and minds of those in Rhinelander and beyond, a reminder of the enduring power of legend and the mysteries that still linger in the shadowy forests of Wisconsin. As we leave the story of the Hodag behind, we are reminded of the magic that folklore brings to our lives. The Hodag, whether a creature of flesh and bone or imaginative construct, lives on in the hearts and minds of those who cherish it. It stands as a symbol of Rhinelander, a nod to the mysteries hidden in the woods, and a reminder of time when the world was filled with wonders yet to be explained. So whether you believe the Hodag lurks in the forest of Wisconsin, or resides solely in the realm of imagination, its legacy endures. It continues to inspire, amuse, and captivate, a creature as real in spirit as any that has ever walked the earth. Until next time, keep your eyes and minds open, for the world is full of mysteries waiting to be discovered. I want to thank you, my brave listeners, for joining me on this adventure. Your curiosity and passion for the explained make this podcast what it is, a journey into the heart of mystery and legend. And now, I turn to you. Do you have a story to share? Have you encountered the unexplained? Or do you have a local legend that sends shivers down your spine? I invite you to share these tales and experiences. Reach out to us through our YouTube channel, Discord server, or you can email me. Your story could be featured in a future episode, adding another thread to our ever-growing tapestry of tales.